halachic attention to it is what we call the shiurim, in other words, the quantities. If you have an obligation to eat something, an obligation to drink something, and we have a bunch of these for the seder, it's pretty kedai to familiarize yourself with these shiurim, with these quantities, because there's no sense eating more than you need to or drinking more than you need to. You have to kind of pace yourself in order to keep up with the mitzvot and not to go crazy. Remember that you're probably not eating too much. The Gemara definitely speaks in praise of people who don't eat too much on Erev Chag, so as to eat the matzah with an appetite. And then you ask me later why the Gemara says that someone who eats his matzah only to satisfy his appetite is a rasha. But it's good to come into the Seder with an empty stomach. It's very difficult to drink 4 glasses of wine, the first 2 of which come on an empty stomach. And that's a little bit more challenging.
That's yeah.
And if already
and they also say that they were eating rice and fried intestines, right?
Yeah. No, they would stuff the rice in the intestines.
Okay.
Made like vegetable sausages. Someone asked me this week about sausage casings. He asked if they make vegetarian sausage casings, and I said, can you appreciate the absurdity of this request?
Oh.
Vegetarian sausage.
Because they made.
What you're making a vegetable sausage? I mean, like
that's what they make.
You're putting
like
meat inside the sausage. Why do you care if the outside is meat?
The
or
fake
not?
sausages that they make.
With the soy protein.
Yeah, and stuff.
So there's enough stress and frustration towards the Chag. I just thought that was really funny that the guy wants a meat sausage, but he wants the casing to be vegetable. It just makes him feel better. So effectively, another note while we're on the topic, Hazal knew very well that when you squeeze grapes, juice comes out. Okay? This wasn't a chidush to anyone.
I don't think.
If they wanted the 4 glasses to be 4 glasses of grape juice, they probably would have said something to that effect. The fact that they specifically insisted on wine implies that there is something to Pesach and alcohol. It doesn't have to be exceptionally strong wine. Generally, red wine ranges from 11 to maybe 14% on the upper end of the scale.
What about the Bartenoha one?
For sure, yeah. If you can refer to them as wines, they're lighter. They're easier.
This one you can have the whole bottle.
On the head, on the stomach, right? The Bardura with the white Moscato is like 6,
it's like 4% or 5%.
Yes, so like beer, basically.
Yeah, it's not that.
Definitely easier than wine, and definitely preferable to grape juice.
Okay.
That's right.
Preferable to grape juice because it's alcoholic.
So white
if they
wine.
wanted grape juice, they would have.
So the priority is red.
The priority is wine.
Red wine.
Okay.
White wine.
Red wine.
Grape juice.
Correct.
And white grape juice all the way down.
White grape juice would be at the end of the bottom of the barrel.
Dry or sweet doesn't make any difference?
In terms of wine, typically Chazal spoke only from dry wine.
Okay.
Yain Hadash might be a little bit less. So again, if you have the option, and this is your choices between white Moscato and grape juice, go for the Moscato by all means. But there's a point to it. Now, generally speaking, just so you know, there are very, very few manufacturers who care about halacha when they make cups, even for kiddush. So you can find all kinds of goblets and chalices of all different sizes and shapes. It's not to say anyone ever measured them or cared, just like mezuzot. They make these nice artistic boxes. They don't care how big or small the mezuzah is. Go knock yourself out, find something that fits. So the Revi'it Kos that we're aiming for is approximately 84 milliliters. Okay? It's not that much. You ever made a baby bottle?
You have to read half of it or the whole thing? For each course?
No, so the Revi'it you need to drink. Okay? If you drink in one shot, it's nice.
So if I have an
it's okay.
8 centimeter...
Yeah, in ounces, it's...
like 2.
Isn't it 3?